Hey guys, Basil here with BTech, taking you through the tour of the Mate 9. Now the design of this thing is a pretty sweet but familiar deal. It looks a lot like the Mate S before it. You've got a 5.9 inch screen, again full HD resolution, so nothing blowing our socks off there. For that you'll want to look to the Mate 9 with Porsche designed for its Quad HD curved, well, jazzed up specs. As for this one though, you can see the display with an 8 megapixel front facing camera atop it. Right hand side you've got a volume rocker and power button. Down at the base USB Type-C with a loudspeaker, while the left hand side is a SIM slot. It has micro SD expandability to complement the storage within. 3.5mm jack up at the top and what looks like an infrared blaster. Oh yes, this has all the connections. Rear facing 20 megapixel dual camera, one RGB sensor, one black and white sensor with a new zoom technology, takes default 10 megapixel pictures and has 2 times kind of optical zoom, but not really optical zoom. It's digital zoom, but it will be able to crop in lossless. You've also got the smart fingerprint scanner Huawei is famous for. You can pull down the notifications tray and double tap to clear gestures, etc. Now the screen itself is an IPS panel, no AMOLED here, that's again on the Porsche design phone. Emotion UI 5 runs under the hood. And this is a really sweet deal because as you can see, there is now the return of the apps tray. It's been a long time coming on Huawei phones and this will please a lot of people. The whole thing just feels more stock with an applications tray. You can even see the suggested applications as found on stock Android are on here, and that's because this thing runs with Android 7 Nougat. You can see in terms of just thumbing through the UI home screens, pull down from the top, you've got the notifications tray. It's 2-tier, which is amazing. So this is stock effectively. I've been really gunning for that for a while. You've still got all the customizations Huawei applies to the home screen, such as customized transitions and all that jazz. Now, if I jump into the settings, you can see Huawei customizations to things like the display are also still present, so you can tweak your color temperature. It really does feel like with this device and the Motion UI, you're getting the best of both worlds. As far as the camera goes, we can take a quick look at the camera application. Looks very familiar to anyone who's used a P9 before. Pull up from the top bottom to activate Pro mode, swipe in from the left to activate your settings, and this just looks a little bit cleaner. Do they rotate? Yep, they rotate right there. If I jump out of that, swipe in from the right, and you can see the full list of settings. Default resolution is 12 megapixels. You can tap through on the wide aperture mode, and you can see you can set resolutions right through from 6 megapixels to 20 megapixels. As for what's inside, it's a Kirin 960 processor. This new processor places a heavier focus on GPU and so therefore will be better at gaming. Kirin's in the past have always kind of fumbled in that respect. You can also expect better battery management, and this thing gets to know you apparently. Well, that's what Huawei is claiming. It can manage the internal resources to better, well, suit you over time. Memory, 4 gig of RAM, 4000 milliamp battery under the hood that is going to support fast charging as well. And with all of that information, this thing looks like a bit of a beast. Sure, it isn't the most spectacular thing across the board, but I personally do not mind a 1080p display. It feels great in the hand, minimal bezels, and to think this is going to last a full day, maybe 2, I'm sold. Well, I am until I get my review out. Check back for that in the coming weeks. If you've got any questions, fire them in the comments section below. Like this video, click like the channel, subscribe. It's how you're going to stay on top of everything we do. Thanks for watching BTech.